Oh, you know you can stream on Twitch, right?
Nah, it gives me a hard time sometimes
Alright.
because nigga, this is Linux, bro.
Alright, I'm here though.
You can see?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Let me just up the quality. Alright.
And then let me get that link that you gave me. Did you delete the link?
Yeah, because I don't want to spam this shit, but I'll put it right now. Give me a second.
All right.
Alright.
All right. All right. I need that. Perfect. All right. So let's just grab this real quick. Paste that over here, and then all this is gonna get moved down. I don't know shit about Python. I can't remember. So we're gonna look at Python for loop. Perfect. We'll just grab one of these. Put that right there. And then we're just gonna say boom. So those are your three profiles. For accent profiles. And then can we do ads, bro? Is there? Python's whack, bro. I'm sorry. Alright, so there's X instead of X. Alright, we'll just do this fucking X. Doesn't really matter. Is it always going to be in the same region?
More like it's between two regions, but the script I'm
You
using
can
itself.
run it twice. You can run it twice.
What's up?
You can run it twice with two different lists. One list for this region, and then you run a different list, right? List Y with a different region.
Well, the region, it needs to be set for the session, but the script itself loops through different regions. Like after the fact, it'll go through the different regions in the AWS account and pull EC2 information from each region.
Right. So it just needs the profile. It doesn't care about the region. But for you to establish the session, you need to worry about the region. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
But like but you know, it doesn't
So
really matter much. It's just
it does, because how are you gonna run a script that depends on that if you're not handling that?
Well, I mean, it matters to a certain degree in that it can't be missing, but it like from my understanding, it can be like, you know, any region.
because this thing, right, it's gonna authenticate to one of those regions. If the script tries to do anything in a different region, it's gonna fail.
No?
Okay.
Like it'll authenticate using the original region, but it'll then go into other region.
It'll go into the other region using a role.
Another for loop. But it's leveraging the same, like, you know, it's an admin credential.
Okay. All right. Well, that is beyond the scope, right? So.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, great. And then I'm just calling this out for right now. Just to. Alright, let me just print it. I don't even know where the hell I'm at. Where is this? It is right here. There's the accounts. So it'll go over the accounts. So now at this point, right, you can set this to X. It's the same list twice. And to avoid the confusion. Cool. So that's pretty much what you need. And then at this point, you can set this case the same. This is always going to be US East 1. The rest doesn't matter because of the script. And now it'll iterate over, it'll run the command against, you know, like all the profiles. Yeah. That's it. Good to go.
Oh, okay, but you just get rid of the hashtag.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Get rid of the hashtags.
Bruh, thank you. This shit has been like the final, like the missing piece to everything. Just in that I found the bootleg way of doing it, and it's just like, you know, pasting the same script in the same like, you know, the same section of the script and just running it over. But manually choosing the profile.
Wow. How about that? You do it like this, and then you run whatever it is that you're trying to run. By the time you start executing stuff down here, as long as you're using Bodo to execute whatever it is that you're executing, it's gonna do it with this session.
Bro, thank you.
I got you, bro.
You're fucking, you're God amongst men.
It is my pleasure to help you, young Padawan. No, with anything, if you need any help, bro, you just let me know. If this doesn't work or you run into any bumps, then I kind of already know where you're at.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think this is it. Like, you know, this makes sense. Like, you know, I've tried doing it myself, but I see where I was fucking up.
Right. Yeah, the only thing really at this point that you would really want is you gotta, like, obviously call it. You gotta import Bodo up here, right, and then call it.
Yeah.
And then this is gonna be whatever, because you're gonna be executing a script, so you gotta change this up. So I'm not really sure exactly what the command would be for that, but you gotta change that up. And that's pretty much it. It's not too crazy. I think it'll be fine. This is a cool little exercise. This is definitely getting you into programming. It's only gonna get more fun from here.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're trying to do. Like, as far as, you know, they... 'Cause, 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 'cause
I can't hear you. For like you were like talking and all of a sudden you just cut out.
Yeah, my mic cuts itself out a lot of times.
Oh,
But
okay.
like I guess the expectation where they want me.
You cut out an expectation.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Like this is where I guess where they do want me to grow and like fix fix some of the issues that they've been having, but also like giving me shit to do little by little. And
Right.
this is where I kind of like I fuck up and like being able to produce just in that like troubleshooting and all that other shit, like hey, get this, like get like onboard this, or like resolve this, that, like that always has felt easy, even like not knowing the context. But when it comes to coding, that's where I get fucked.
Right. The part when it comes to coding is where you get fucked. You didn't change that shit up. Let me change that shit up. You still watching? Cause this is where it gets
Yeah,
fun.
I'm still watching.
Now is when we start getting into like for the full code, the Redis method will look something like this. So let's just grab that, right? And then this would be oh my god, I think it would read it. So then that would read the file out into memory. Let's see, read 5. So then this is kind of where you start to get into it. Only the third line in the file we would use this. So this for you would be the hit. You would want to basically run this, and that would give you the third line. If I can remember those files right, the first line should be the name, or kind of like a wrapper. I don't remember if it's 0 or if it's 1, but you can basically have a couple of these going on, and it will be the third. No. So let's say 0, 2, and then the next one 5.
Oh, dude, this is where next level shit.
Yeah. Now do you get me?
Yeah, this is like that shit that like I'm not embarrassing myself like putting forward.
Yeah, no. Now you're putting forward a valid solution, right? It's like you don't need to give it a list. You don't need to give it an array. It's gonna open up the file. It'll look at it. It'll pick the line. Now, the thing is, do you know, right, how many of these are gonna be?
Yeah, I've access to it. Like
Okay.
so again, it's really like someone else, they had this really cool solution that he shared, like shared to me, as far as populating the credentials file like with account, like profile credentials, leveraging my main SSO account.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean that shit. That shit blew my mind. Like if he didn't give me that, I I don't think I would have had any other, like I don't think I could have done it, just because yeah, I was working on this solution leveraging my personal dummy accounts, and I can mess with the like I can make a user on that original account to set the default user, and then I did I created roles on the other accounts, but with a trust entity, like an STS assume role on assume permission on the role, and it'll just like hit the source, like state the source file or the source location, and I was able to do it that way. But I wouldn't have been able to do that for fucking all these different prod accounts.
Right. Damn. This just sounds pretty dope. Like, so what's your next move, my dude?
What do you mean?
With this shit.
I'm gonna get back to it tomorrow because like I spent a long time yesterday, even outside of work hours, just fucking getting ready for the inventory needed to be pulled today, and I delivered that. It was a little messy, but like they're not gonna call on me again to run this for another month.
Okay.